Hey, this is Cameron and welcome to the reaction log. Whoa, whoa, whoa! Alright, we got a special spicy one here for you. There's been this feud between Marcin and I. It's very one-sided. I don't think Marcin has ever actually acknowledged me, though, man, his fans sure have. I'll tell you what. And also, if you look at any of his most recent videos, his comment section is just polluted with you guys. You guys are awful. You guys are really mean. I don't know where you learned it from. Hey, I'm not dodging this new video. I see you, Marcin. I see what you're doing. You're playing a good old-fashioned classical guitar there, and that's something that I really appreciate. Also, to the greatest guitarist of all time, is Marcin congratulating me on my third-place victory from Troy, Alabama? Hey! Thanks, Marcin, I appreciate it. No, of course he's not. He wouldn't be that classy. This is a video where he's tributing Paco de Lucia, one of the goats, the flamenco goats, which usually I wouldn't be too into, but it is hard to deny Paco's rest stroke. It is fast and fiery, and I like it a lot. Also, this is a rare sight right here. This is Marcin playing a real classical guitar, going back to his roots, and it's in the thumbnail, front and center. And you gotta love this right here. Almost 1 million views in 2 weeks on that. Before that, him playing a steel string guitar, not even 200,000 views in a month. The people have spoken. I'm like hiding the How Music Works 7 million views. Don't worry about that. That was all because of the sore hands hype. That's the only reason why people clicked on that. It's because of the drama. Almost 1 million people have clicked on this because of the classical guitar. You guys are confused by my like meteoric uprising in the last 2 years or so, because it has been pretty crazy seeing this YouTube channel grow. There's a reason why it's growing. I'm not just one lone bad actor in this guitar space that we have. People want more nylon string guitar. And you just watch, in 20 years from now, the nylon string classical guitar is gonna be like what rock and roll was in the 60s. It's gonna be the thing. It's gonna be on the charts. Every kid in America and on Earth is gonna wanna learn how to play Carcassi etudes, which, by the way, let me go ahead and introduce myself. I, if you haven't guessed it, I'm a classical guitarist here on YouTube. And what does it mean to be a classical guitarist? It means that before the heyday of classical guitar comes, before we usher it in, because, you know, it is bubbling up, we can all feel it, but you know, we're not there yet. But until it does, what is very identifiable with a classical guitarist is that you can't really just be a classical guitarist. You have to be a YouTuber classical guitarist, or a businessman classical guitarist, or in Marcin's case, you have to be some steel string banger banging on your guitar guitarist, while also still being a classical guitarist. So we can't blame Marcin for anything he's done here. He's just trying to make a living, but we have to give him some praise for this new video, and we're gonna watch the whole thing, and we're gonna see what he's getting into with the classical guitar. But I look forward to a future where we can all just post classical guitar videos and then make a ton of money, and that's just what the world wants. Hey, is there anything else that we can get into? Whoa! Marcin's actually touring on guitar. He's playing on stage in front of people, and people pay money to see him. Oh my god. Is he gonna be in my area soon? Let's see. Don't use this to geolocate me, but Marcin at some point is going to be within 1,000 miles of where I live. Whoa, whoa, whoa. Have fun with that one, geo-guessers. You'll never catch me. You'll never freaking catch me. I'm too slick. Without further ado, let's go ahead and check out Marcin's classical chops. Let's see if he's grown since that video when he was 16 playing Paganini. You guys love talking about that one. I don't know. Personally, I think the phrasing is a little immature. He's also 16. Here we go. Are we in like Rick Beato's studio right now? Is that an orange cabinet with a Fender amp? What are you doing with that stuff, Marcin? And a piano? Perhaps it's a metaphor. It's all taking a back seat to the main event, the solo classical guitar. And a piano bench. It's sort of like a metaphor. It's all a metaphor. This is a really good video. You can use any kind of chair to play guitar as long as it doesn't have arms, but we're specifically using the piano bench just to take more from the piano. Alright, let's see what Marcin said about me here. A short tribute to one of the greatest guitarists of all time. Aw, dude. I only got 3rd place, Marcin. I'm not the greatest. Paco de Lucia, who passed away 12 years ago today. Forever remembered. That's right, and if the video just continues on from here, it's because I cut out tons of jokes that I made. Okay, he's in his concert blacks and everything. He sits down. It's an almost arrogant start to it. It's kind of snooty. I like it. I like snooty. Let's see that again. Walks in. Very nice. Leg crossed. Interesting posture. Must have gotten that from Brandon Aker. You guys remember that? Alright. Whoa! Oh, but then, so with all the snootiness, there is still a little, a little laugh at the end. Look at that. It's beautiful. Wow. You know, no one can say that his entrance is ill-considered. It was a whole story that he told, even before playing the guitar. Very interesting. A lot of people would probably perceive that as, like, douchey. I understand that, but also, what is he supposed to do? Like, walk up all awkward like I did in both of the competitions? I have to learn how to do that. Maybe I'll contact Marcin for some walking lessons. In lesson 2, we can cover sitting down. Alright, now for the boring part. Okay, alright, let's talk about that a little bit. So this ain't no Carcassonne etude that he's playing here. This sounds like a flamenco piece, which I assume that it is something Paco de Lucia wrote. You think I did research? You think I know what I'm watching right now? It's called a reaction. Some first things I gotta see here. I imagine this technique is very flamenco-y, because look at his middle finger. It's going all over the place. It almost looks like a little rasguiado or something. And then it's punctuated by this pretty quick rest stroke scale. Let's actually see that. And it's pretty good. It's not like Paco de Lucia clean, but it's pretty good. And it sounds like this is a live setting too. Let's actually hear that one more time. Yeah, that sounds pretty good. That's an impressive scale right there. I'd like to hear more of that from Marcin. Instead of using his finger as the pick technique thing, I feel like that's plenty fast. I feel like any picking riff that you hear from Marcin isn't even going to be faster than that anyways, and that's just so much cooler. And you know what? It sounds great on this acoustic classical guitar too. Doesn't it sound so good? So it's almost like you can ditch the solid body, Tosin Abasi, Tim Henson, solid body nylons. Just play this thing, man. It sounds awesome. Why are you trying to sound like those prog metal guys anyways? Try to be like Paco. Now don't scratch your French polish now, Marcin. Hold on now. Alright, so we're ending the first section there. I don't really know much about flamenco. Like, if I was watching Marcin Dialo, we could maybe have more of a conversation about his technique and stuff. But I don't know, it's like a rhythmic thing. It seems fun. Would I dedicate my life to studying this kind of music? Heck no, dude. But I do recognize its function in a society, in that it's like nice, easy listening party music with a beat, and it's like good. And what do I sound like right now? Do I just sound like I sound like a snob? Alright, that's fine. Let's keep going. Yeah. What are we hearing there? That was all one track so far, but I feel like I'm hearing a little something extra. Is somebody behind the camera clapping right now? Wait. Did he add that in post? What is going on? Why does Marcin always have to do this to me? It can't just be a true, honest one take, can it? Even when it is, it still kind of isn't. So we have some processing going on. There's clearly a clap being added in the background. God knows what else. Is there like more percussion being added that's really subtle? Maybe reinforcing his like strumming rasguiado technique or something? I don't know. But we do know that he is adding stuff. Now that we know that, it kind of raises the question, is he like doctoring the audio at all? If he biffs a note, is he going to punch it in and it's still going to look like he didn't biff the note in the actual video? For that super fast rest stroke scale, did he just flail his fingers around super fast and then punch in a Guitar Pro scale? Probably not, but it is like, why are we doing that? Adding in claps for what? And if you're gonna add in claps, why not have like a flamenco clap person instead of adding in some clap that came from like a drum sequencer in Logic or something? Like the clap, clap, clap. Whatever, it's fine, I'm gonna ignore it. Okay. It's so weird not seeing the clapper. I feel like Marcin's rage baiting a little bit with that because of all the fake guitar stuff going on. It's like, oh, it's a fake thing. Okay. Okay, so we can actually hear it back there. I feel like I can only pay attention to the claps right now. It's so bizarre hearing this ghost phantom clap when it's like we're perceiving this as a live solo take of a whatever, it doesn't matter. So talking about the music a little bit, it's like sort of uninteresting. Like, I'm not into this kind of stuff. You guys know that. We have like a strummy and minor vamp going on, and now he's gonna solo over the memory of it along with some claps that are being added in post. And let's hear his solo. He's gonna bang on his guitar a little bit too, because why not? Gonna do some of these. It's fun jam music. Like, I can imagine this music's fun to play. It's probably more fun to listen to than the crap that I practice all day. Yeah, and you get to kind of express yourself through the solo. That's fun. We don't know the original composition. Maybe he's playing it note for note. Maybe he's improvising. I don't know. Marcin has stated that he's not much of an improviser. He likes to write stuff out. I could be speaking out of turn there. I don't know. You know, and you gotta appreciate, compared to Marcin's usual tracks that he puts out, the depth of the timbre of this guitar on this lone mic, it is so vast, isn't it? The guitar sounds like a little world. Compared to the Tosin Abasi and Tim Henson solid body nylons that we've been hearing for the past couple of videos, and also just listening to Marcin's past stuff, like, there's so much more depth to the sound here. And even though I'm not like a super fan of the composition style, like, I still just appreciate the beauty of the instrument. And it's not even that I'm not a fan of this style. I'm just like, you know, this is like for fun music. That's how I would look at it. It's not stuff that I'd study, but it is on the instrument that I play, and that's cool. Marcin, I think you're having a little too much fun. Time to come back and study some real music, alright? Alright. Stop banging on your guitar, Marcin. Sorry, it's his guitar. I know. So it's interesting, just like talking more about the piece itself, a lot of it is just kind of a strumming riff in B minor. It's very jammy. This is a very jammy style of music, at least from what I'm hearing so far. It's interesting, I guess, is what I'm trying to say. Let's look at that exit there. All right, so hair flip, just so like, what is he thinking there? So mysterious, right? You just never know with Marcin. You know what? I think Marcin has a little bit of an attitude problem. He is so flippin' moody when he plays. Let's see. Then he walks off. And he's gone, just like that. He doesn't address anything. Maybe I should take some notes from him. I feel like I address way too much, and I don't play any guitar ever. Alright, well, that was that video. Marcin responded to me. Let's take a look at his comment section, shall we? This is going to be a disaster. Alright, let's sort by the top comment. It's not showing me the top comment. There's the top comment. Whoa, 760 upvotes, whoa. Had to scroll too much for this. Yeah, what's the deal with that? It's the most upvoted comment. Why isn't it first? Whatever. Literally said whoa out loud when the video appeared in my feed. So did I. I was like, whoa. Can't wait for the reaction log. Whoa. Hey, wait no further. I swear to God, I looked at this like 2 weeks ago and there were a lot more sore hands comments. And right now all I'm seeing is whoa. Let me see if I can find my name, because if I can't, there's a non-zero chance Marcin might have blocked the name Sore Hands or something from his comments, which I would totally understand. I would not hold that against him. You guys were getting pretty obnoxious. Yeah, I think Marcin might have blocked me. Dang. I swear to God, there were tons of comments that said, can't wait for Sore Hands reaction. I'm not seeing any of them anymore. Oh my God. Marcin, I'm sorry, dog. Unblock me, please. Please unblock me, Marcin. Please. Dude, I think he actually did it. Okay, well, you know, good for you, Marcin. You're taking control of your destiny in your life, and you shouldn't let the haters and naysayers affect your mood. But I am going to still post about you on my channel because it makes a bunch of money, and additionally, I am often stressed out because I have a ton of work I have to do for school, and I have to practice a whole bunch. Upcoming competition, it's going to be in Boone. I hope to see all of you there. All 70,000 of you. I want you to show up at the Appalachian State Guitar Fest and watch me do the first round of the competition and just like make me bomb because there's so many people there. What was I saying? I don't remember. Yeah, so that was that one. Hopefully that wasn't too underwhelming for you, but it was just a short little video. We're just saying hi to Marcin and also just showing appreciation that he is playing the instrument that I try to perpetuate, and he's had a lot of people listen to him play that instrument in the last 2 weeks, and I have to imagine that that is good for the classical guitar. And I'm telling you, I think the classical guitar is going through like an uprising renaissance of sorts. And I can look at what I'm doing here as sort of contributing to bringing the nylon classical guitar into the mainstream public eye. But I like to think of it more as my channel is proof that this is something that the public wants. You might not know that you want it, and this is something that I hear a lot from you guys. guys. I get a lot of emails from especially older dudes. You've been playing electric guitar your whole life, rock and roll 50 years, and then watching my channel, you hate me at first, and then you start listening to me, and then you like me, you hear me play guitar, and then you're like, oh, can I do that? And then you try, and you're like, whoa, this is like a whole different thing. And then you end up buying your first nylon string, and now you're just practicing that. You might not know that you want to play classical guitar yet, but you probably do if you give it a try. And if there's any part of it that you like, that you find intriguing, you can pick up a nylon string for like $300. Just pick up a Yamaha from Guitar Center and just try it out. Learn a soar etude. You can look up tabs on Ultimate Guitar. It's not a big deal, but eventually, maybe try to learn sheet music. It's not that hard. You just have to learn like the open position, and then you're good after that. So do that, find a classical guitar teacher, and just learn some music. And when you go through life, try to be cool about it. Be cool like Marcin. Show up and have people have no idea what you're thinking. You're like walking in, all moody, and then laugh, play your guitar, and then moody. And just try to play it cool like that if you can. Alright, is this a stupid video? Hey, well, this is a Sore Hands Marcin video. What is this, number 35 or something? Let's go ahead and wrap it up so we can get to episode 36. Hey, of course, if you made it this far, be sure to subscribe and leave a like. Guitar lessons, I don't offer them, but maybe, like, email Marcin. Maybe in his next video, ask him for guitar lessons in his comment section. How much do you think it costs for a Marcin guitar lesson? How much would Marcin charge me for a guitar lesson or a masterclass? That will be a video eventually. That'll be the 100th Sore Hands Marcin video. Of course, Rootin's Delight, head on down over there. And yeah. Alright, well, I'll see you in the next one.